The Brooklyn Nets have been swept. Yes, I know y'all wondering how the hell I got a jersey from Brooklyn that fast. I gotta admit, even though I'm not gonna be biased, Kyrie Irving is my favorite player. This is a Kyrie Irving jersey, and I got this as a gift. But we're gonna get to the point, the main point. Don't I'm gonna be objective, even though Kyrie is my favorite player. Everybody know this. Everybody who know me know this. So I had to put the jersey on just because this is a Brooklyn video. But they swept 4-0 by the Celtics, thanks to Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and all these were close games. I would say all of them. 114 to 115, 107 to 114, 109 to 103, 116 to 112. I would think the Nets will bring this home all day with Kyrie being the clutch scorer he is. KD being known as a clutch scorer. And I would think they was able to close out the games even though they were significantly overmatched on the wings with sometimes Steve Nash playing Patty Mills, tragic Kyrie, and Seth Curry at the same time. Y'all heard that? Nobody over 6'4" going against big wings like Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams. Come on, man. They can't do nothing with that. They got Horford. They got Marcus Smart. He's bigger. He's their point guard, and he's bigger than all the Nets wings. But we're going to get to this, man. 4-0 sweep. Congratulations to the Celtics. But this video is to focus on the Nets and the best player in the world, who a lot of people think he's the best player in the world. A lot of people switching up after what happened this first round series, which is Kevin Durant, easy money sniper named on social media. Is he the best player in the world after this series? Was he the best player in the world before this series? I never thought he was the best player in the world. I always thought he was top 2 behind LeBron over the past few years. I should say, since he left the Warriors, it's been shaky, of course, since because he rehabbed the whole year, came back looking like himself before the Warriors, and took the Milwaukee Bucks to the toe line of beating Giannis and the Bucks. But that doesn't matter because they lost, and it was an excuse last year. He didn't have no help. Kyrie was hurt. Harden was on one hamstring, one leg. But now, a lot of people, and I think a lot of people are asking KD to win the series. I think a lot of people had him win the championship, even though they went through a lot of stuff this year. But to get swept 4-0 by the Celtics, which the Celtics aren't world beaters. They're a defensive team, great coach in Ime Udoka. But they're not world beaters. Nobody expected the Celtics. I don't think nobody expected the Celtics to sweep the Nets. I don't think nobody expected that, but a lot of people expecting them to win. But if KD is the superstar, which he is, but if he's the best player, can we get one game in the first round? One game in the first round against the Celtics. He just was horrible this whole series. I don't even want to bring up all the stats because y'all look at all the TV shows, all the sports networks, they state the stats. But all you KD fans who always just nagging LeBron fans, it's always like, it used to be LeBron and Kobe. Now it's LeBron and KD. Like, I learned over the years to appreciate, even though LeBron is my second favorite player ever behind Kyrie. He was my first. Kyrie came in the league, but I learned to appreciate both sides of the players in the league. I used to just be like, man, LeBron better than Kobe, LeBron better than Kobe, and I used to just be like, man, KD ain't got nothing on LeBron. But when I watch KD play, I can see, oh, KD is real nice. I admit it. I'm objective. KD is a better scorer. They have some people come on Twitter and Instagram, LeBron do everything better than KD. He doesn't. But LeBron is a better overall player. He controls the game. If you watch the NBA, you watch the eye test. KD cannot control a game in the pace of a game like LeBron. He doesn't see the floor like LeBron does from an offensive standpoint. And you saw that in this first round with the Celtics stifling on defense. LeBron, it doesn't take LeBron, at least at age 33, that long to figure out a defense. 4 games, that's too long. The last breakdown like that LeBron had was in 2011 with the Mavericks, and he was, 27 years old, 28 years old? That's not happening with LeBron at 33. He was running through the Eastern Conference at 33. And I saw this. This is for Shimon. You posted this graphic. I might put it up right here or right here. that LeBron ran through this same Celtics team in 2018 when he was by himself. Granted, he was by himself, got to the finals, was down 2-0 against the Celtics at the Eastern Conference Final. Matter of fact, that was Kyrie's team. He was out there. He was hurt with that knee injury. And you say he beat this team. This is not the same team, Shamal. Come on. Jason Tatum is not that guy from 4 years ago. Jalen Brown is not that guy from 4 years ago. Al Horford is not that guy from 4 years ago. Even though Al Horford has declined athletically, he's a smarter player now. Marcus Smart is not that guy from that year. These guys have improved their jump shots. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, and they're more complete players right now, as you can see. We know this. So stop saying LeBron beat this same team. Yes, he built this same constructed team. Al Horford has went to a whole nother team since. That Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown, and Jason Tatum are still there, but they're different players. They were better players than they were in 2018. They wasn't ready. I'm sure even though LeBron was a monster in 2018, I'm sure I can't even say that. Because if you put 2018 LeBron on his Nets, I think they beat the Celtics. At least they win a game. I can't even say that. They win a game. 2018 LeBron was a monster. But yes, man. KD, the question is not. I don't think he was the best player anyways, but a lot of people feel he was the best player. I think he's top 5. Same with LeBron. I don't think LeBron is the best player no more, but that's not from LeBron declining. That's from his age. By default, he held the crown down for the longest. He didn't have the crown down at least 12 years. At least 12. LeBron has been the best player. You could go back and forth with him and Kobe. A lot of people want to do him and Durant. Now, I think the crown you have to give to Giannis. Luka's right there. Some people want to throw Steph Curry in. I think Steph has a good chance of probably taking that crown if he gets himself a Finals MVP this year. But I want to get to my guy, Kyrie. I got the jersey on. I have to hold you accountable. You have some culpability in this 4-0 loss. She had the great game 1, 39 points. KD let you down that game. But from game 2, 3, and 4, basically inefficient, not making the shot you usually hit. I don't know what it was from, but KD just was discombobulated and off what he usually is. Just basically giving up and quitting some game 3. I saw him, he just passed. I'm like, oh, he doesn't want no part of this. I was tweeting it as it went on. But Kyrie, he wanted parts of it, looked like. But he just wasn't making the shots. He was getting good looks. He just was off after game 1. And I thought I was going to get a few games like that from game 1. Maybe not 39 points, but I'm sure I was going to get some 28, 30, 32, things like that, big breakout games. And these games were close. All of the games were close. I told this to one of my buddies. If KD played even a okay game, not even a great game, not even a good game 1, that game is over. It went down to the buzzer of Jason Tatum, and that swung the series right there. If Nets come out still it probably breaks the Celtics' confidence, even though they're a tough team. It probably just breaks a little bit of their confidence, and they can say, damn, we won that game, and KD ain't even ball out. KD shoots 31 shots in game 4. Where was this aggressiveness from game 1 to game 4? Come on, man. That's just, when I'm watching it, that just disappoint me because I'm like, I'm a fan of the game, and I like competitiveness. And when people not, I can't say what people doing in his, but when I see, like, when I'm watching, and I can see, like, oh, he ain't really worrying about it too much. He just out there waiting till this game over. And you can tell that in the press conference when KD says, it happens, which I agree. I was saying that on Twitter as well. People get swept, but not in that fashion in the first round, not with Kyrie and KD, not supposed to get swept. One game at least. In the first round, come on now. I don't care what seed you were, what happened, what vaccination, injury, MCL, all that. Y'all got to get one game at least. And that doesn't make it better, but it makes it. And I know a lot of people talk about the favorites to win the championship from the beginning. I don't go off that because the team changed, of course. James Harden was traded, and James Harden looked bad. Side note, he looked real bad out there. We ain't going to get on him, but he looked real bad and suspect out here. If I'm that GM, Daryl Morey, I know that's your boy, but $250 million this offseason, Uh, uh, uh. Back to the Nets, though. KD, what y'all think he is? Top 3, top 5? My top 5 players at this moment is, I think everybody has Giannis as a top player. You have to. I don't know how you can't. After last year, back-to-back MVPs 2 years. He won a championship last year. And he's beating the Bulls right now 3-1. They have a game tonight. And he has a good chance of repeating as a champion this year. We'll see what he does as Chris Middleton is out. Boston is waiting for him. But I have Giannis, Embiid, KD, Luka. You could go LeBron, Steph, Jokic, and nobody for me for this. LeBron, he will be up there, but he just doesn't expend the energy. He doesn't have the energy to do it consistently back to back. It's not because LeBron is not skilled. LeBron will still be number one if he has that energy to go out there and play each game and take over and lift the team up. LeBron can't do that anymore. And that's not a fault. He's 37 years old. He about to be 38 this year. He didn't have the crown for how long. They will be competitive. I'm looking to see what Anthony Davis does next year. Get rid of them injuries and get back into top form, man. Because Embiid and Jokic, they run in the league. They're killing it. You're supposed to be there with them. So, Giannis, Embiid, KD, Luka. Matter of fact, I would probably go Luka over KD. It doesn't matter, but the 5 players, Luka, Giannis, KD, Steph, Embiid, I would think that'll be it. And LeBron as well. But LeBron can't do it in and out like those guys anymore. I think all those guys can do it on a nightly basis, and LeBron just can't do this age. But that's what I think of the Nets. KD, not the best player. I never thought KD was the best player in the league, not at any moment. I always thought he was behind LeBron because he cannot control the game. KD is a born scorer. He's a top scorer, one of the best scorers ever. But he cannot control the game, facilitate the game like LeBron. And both prime KD, prime LeBron defense and floor control separates him from KD. LeBron defense was on another level in his prime. And he could turn it up sometimes. And I think that's just what separates LeBron from KD. I don't want to put Giannis in this because a lot of people always skip. It's kind of like KD and LeBron is in the same era. Even though he came a few years after, a lot of people like to compare them to. But I don't think it's a comparison. We don't got to go back to the Warriors days. He beat LeBron. Well, the Warriors beat the Cavs twice when it was kind of lopsided with KD joining them. And a lot of people have a little mental note that those rings don't count. So until KD proves that he can win lead a team to the championship and win it by himself, I think he'll be stuck in that place where people looks at him as a second or a third best player behind Giannis in today's NBA and behind LeBron all time. That's what separates KD from LeBron. Controlling the game, defense, not currently, but all time. But right now, KD's not the best player. Didn't get it done. We'll see if that could change the next year. And Kyrie, you the co-star. You had to be better this series. You my guy, got your jersey, but I got to keep it real. And all you people who think KD the best player, stop it, please. Giannis is the best player. Giannis is the best player, and I'm out.